on interactive brokers, you can trade XSP and SPX overnight. And I'm trying to get people to call in Schwab. I talked to Schwab about adding it, and they said, have people call in and request it. There's a place called Blue Ocean that does their overnight stuff. And they said if enough people call in, they'll add it where you got options overnight with it. So anyway, I've been telling people call in and say, hey, I'd like to trade the SPX options overnight. And I know interactive brokers, you can do it right now, but their platform is not as easy to use as, say, a Schwab. Okay. And so, but anyway, Chuck, going back years in the business with you, when your eyes are opened, and I tell everybody a story and I'll get into it later, but I did a one-on-one with Fred. And I don't know if you met Fred or not, but Fred was in Sawgrass and we were talking about the SPX versus XSP. I told him, I said, Fred, I don't like trading SPX because I like to sell options, selling XSP options. That was sort of where the conversation went. And then I got to thinking about it. I'm not limited. If I wanted to trade the SPX, I could do long calls and long puts. And so I reversed engineered one of my signals, that sunrise that we've been talking about. And I started trading SPX. And I found a wonderful way to get in, take $1 and turn it into $2. In fact, I had one trade today on the SPX. I paid, I think, $5 for it and sold it for 11, in about an hour. And so I'm really got addicted this week with the SPX. And I said, I'll do something special at the end of the night's presentation. So you got to stay and I'll tell you what it is. But I'm pretty excited about it because I've got a process that you can go in there using the sunrise and using other things and take advantage of it. So SPX is going to be on my agenda next week. And let me ask that, Chuck, I heard you did a great job asking a question. You asked, who here has traded the SPX? Who's traded it? SPX. It's a wild one, isn't it? I mean, especially if you use zero dated options. I mean, expiring the same day, right? It's a wild one. And very volatile, very risky and all that. But I figured out a way. Years ago, Chuck, you remember old school where we taught people how to do two options, hold one for a 30% gain, hold the other one for 100% gain, right?
Yeah, basic hedging material, really.
Yeah, but old school, we did that. And so I started using some of those techniques. And now I'm convinced that people need to learn about this. So I said, I'm gonna spend a little time on it next week, and all that. But that's what got me on it. And so I talked to Adam about it and talked to Jonathan about it. Jonathan was real skeptical because he knows how I feel about the SPX. And I guess working with me very closely, he said, you're talking about the SPX? And I said, yeah, the SPX. And so here's the way I've got it designed. Get into a trade about 10 and out at a price of 100%. Anybody want to learn how to do that? That was my goal when I launched into this, and I think I got it down. So I'll show it to people next week. So anyway, pretty good stuff. So anyway, Chuck, great job introducing us tonight. And I got to tell you, it's so nice that did y'all know anybody that came out, put themselves out there and said, hey, on July 21st, we're going to let the chimpanzee out. Okay. And did anybody hear that from anybody y'all know of that said the market was going to have a sea change? Well, I did. And Monday was July 21st, and today, boy, it was nice, wasn't it? Seeing that market climb like it did. And I know that I think there's more to go. Okay, more to go, and I'm going to take advantage of it. I hope y'all there with me. But Chuck, great job. Thanks everybody for being here, and let's get into it. Of course, you ought to be in my free Telegram. Anything we do that talks about the market, you ought to listen to. I try to keep my T-Buzz TV down to 2 minutes or less. You know, some people talk you to death when it comes to the market. I don't. I really try to get to the point, and the point is know that pivot number from T-Buzz TV. Also, if you go to our YouTube channel, you get some good education there, different things, and called that moment, right? You go there and get the information you need and move on. But anyway, thank you for coming, and thanks for being here. Risk involved in trading. We know about risk. I got a report to tell you. You know, I've been touting my perfect record in June. Jonathan told me today, here in July, I do have 2 small losses in July, so I won't be perfect in July, but it's still going to be strong. I don't know if it's going to be better than 92 like in May, but we'll see. I got some good trades out there. We made a couple nice ones today. Folks that don't know, we've got a lot of new people coming on board. Hearing the word, I'm a former Air Force officer, active trader since the 70s, former member of Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I got my start in futures, and of course, author of 3 books, Winning the Day, Trade Again, Markets Never Sleep, and Trade to Win. I work with students since 1996. Probably the greatest satisfaction I get is getting to meet you. And people will tell you that a lot of people that do what I do really just sort of stay behind a wall. I don't do that. I try to get to know you because I know that you worked hard and you're trying to learn a very difficult game. I thought it, you know, where you can get graduated from the School of Hard Knocks, it always makes you feel good to do something right. Okay. And anyway, thank you for coming tonight. In my opinion, we're not looking at the highs of the market. There's really has anybody ever heard the term melt up? Melt up? I know you've heard the term melt down. I sort of think we're in a melt up stage. And, you know, right now, if you look at where we are, looking at everything right now, you know, we're starting to move on out from our 3-day algo. And I think it ought to be an interesting finish out to the week, in my opinion. 7 days, 24 hours, we're always looking to make money here at DTI. And, you know, it really works around the clock with some of the strategies and programs I have. My Futures First program, very popular. It comes on. And tonight I got a little special briefing there at 9 for people, okay? Anyway, we'll get into the early bird and more. We hit TQQ again today. TQQ, we were long this morning in the pre-market. Anybody take that trade, getting long in the pre-market with me? That was a nice trade. Then we got into the day and things just kept chugging along. 7 sisters right now. You look at E-mini, S&P 500, we're up 7.5%. The NASDAQ's up 9.89. Dow's up 5. DAX is pushing 23. Gold was a lot higher, then had a big sell-off, up 28%. Crude's down about 9%. And bonds are flat. Need to get above 115 to really mean anything, okay? We need to get above that. This creates opportunities when you have this kind of market. My 10 tickers for the week. Okay. NVIDIA. I told people in my talk last night and this morning in the early bird, if NVIDIA got above 170, that was a sign that we're going a lot higher. I'm happy to report NVIDIA is now at 172.66 and looking okay. Oracle, 247. On computer, 61.55. On computer is at, tonight's at 60.51. Okay, that's on computer. AMD just came into play. It's at 61.15. Keep your eye on AMD tomorrow morning, see if that holds. TQQ, 88.11. We're at 88.70, breaking out for the week there. Coinbase has been correcting. Hood correcting. WPM looking good. Look at that, $2 on that one. Today's only Wednesday, and QQQ is approaching a breakout stage. So we got a big week plan looking at the 10 ticker. I got 5 market insights. The tariff deal, which was so negative, so bad, so awful, is really becoming a super way to give a pump to the market. A deal was announced with Japan today. Very good deal for America. And, people are making money by listing. Jim just posted in here in my Futures First last night. He made $500. I don't know about you, but $500 buys a lot of groceries. Way to go, Jim. Way to go, Jim. Bond market's holding these critical levels, but not high enough to get really aggressive right here. Okay? That's the key with the bond market. Texas enthusiasm got some caution. You got some caution with Tesla and Google and some of the stocks, but that's normal. Everything's not going to be like a Christmas tree and light up. There'll be certain corrections going on while other stocks are going up. It's your job to recognize stocks that are moving and diverging from the pack. Okay, NVIDIA is one of those stocks. Did I say that already? Energy markets show stability amid global trade news. I think the energy market has learned to handle the volatility in crude oil. I'm watching it, it's pretty tight, about 68, 65. Going to break that range, we're going to get a trend. And this is getting to be an old story, never too old for me. We just made record highs in the major indices. I know a lot of people don't think that. If you go read the Wall Street Press, Barron's, Investors Business Daily, Wall Street Journal, you'll never see stuff like this being highlighted. They always tend to give you the negative side or the glass half empty. That's not the way I look at it. I look at it very bullish, things that are going on. And I brought out the T-Buzz, the chimpanzee. Did you notice I was talking to him during my reminder video today? Did anybody pick up on that when I was looking down at the T-Buzz, the chimp, looking down? I don't know if y'all saw that or not on the reminder. Anybody see the reminder video? Adam suggested I do one. I said I might as well. Now, how can you follow me on a weekly basis? Trade for us be the best second half year ever. A lot of thoughts on that. But tonight I'm talking about one of my most popular, educational, and lucrative ways to look at the market. So here's how you do it. I call it Tuesday Power Plays. Tuesday Power Plays was developed for those people that had jobs. Doesn't mean you can't do it if you don't have a job and retired, but it was developed where it didn't take a lot of time to make some money each week. People tell me they love the concept. When we first put it on the dartboard, we said, how can we get it on Tuesday and out on Friday? So I designed it. It was off to a rough start, start about 3 years ago, and I had to put some qualifiers in there to make it work. Boy, oh boy, did we do it great. In fact, this program, if you ever have any idea about trading options, you need to be in this program. Unlike any other service I got, it gives you up to about 5 stocks each Tuesday, okay? And I don't think you ever seen anything like it before. Potential lets you place a trade 1 hour a week on Tuesday morning. How many people could take off and have an hour on Tuesday morning? Type a yes in this chat room if you could be there about 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning. And you knew that if you were there, you were going to get 5 opportunities. And you knew that the odds of you making money were off the charts. Think you might be there for something like that? Well, that's what this is. Capture double, even triple digit gains by piggyback on a flood of Wall Street cash that comes in the market on what I call trade day. Tuesday power plays every Tuesday morning. You get 2 for sure. Get the entry. Where we're wrong, always got to know that. Stock and option criteria, no guessing. You do both. These brand new trades every single week, they come right on time Tuesday morning. You dial in, you say, where's this stock? What's identified? Where did I get in? How did I get in? And what did I do? 2 trades every Tuesday morning. There's 2 right there. Valero and Etsy. 18 and 30%. A lot of people see this and they go, I want some of that. So that's the reason I'm talking about it tonight. In fact, look what O'Keefe said. NUE, everybody familiar with that stock? NUE, placed a long call, means he's planning on it going up. Got a limit at 20% profit, just hit. Set it and forget it. I love those type trades. Way to go, Keith. The ringing of the cash register. I've been accused to do that once or twice. As Bruce said, you got to keep it ringing. Denise says she's pretty good at this game, but how much she learns is what's important. She's learned how to take what I taught her and use it in other strategies inside the stock market. Richard took 25%. Gotta love that. Sylvan made 30%. He's not even from the U.S. $1,900, 30 profit in less than 4 days. Oh, Dickens did that. Get your name up on the board next week with me. All the heavy lifts is done, laid out right at your footsteps, all you had to do. Never miss a beat. We have a power play portfolio. You learn how to build one. Guess how it's performing? It's right there to see compared to the rest of the market. I have a proprietary power zone system. It costs about 30,000 years just to maintain it. Without it, you miss out on taking the rest of the week off. But that's not all you get as a new member. Tuesday power plays, you can join tonight at a discounted rate. All the questions are answered through our kickoff class, and you get training throughout the year. Tuesday Power Play Masterclass will introduce you to stock and options, how they work together, how to take advantage of it, and man, oh man, the second half of the year is in your favor. The odds are in your favor. You heard me tell you that, and you're seeing it firsthand every day. Whether it does go up, whether it does go down, we will be hosting flash meetings throughout the year, and you'll be invited to be there, where we add a little extra sugar. And have a special bonus if you really listen. Have a crash-proof hedge I teach you, okay? Always there to help you. A lot of money goes into this. But what we do every now and then, we want to bring new members on or have old members renew, and they know they can get in at a discount. Results speak for themselves. We thought about 10,000. Special deal, we're going to double the value. Did a two guaranteed a week, we're going to do 5, a little bit more than normal. Gotta love it. Now I got a special announcement. Going from 2 to 4, you just got 4 opportunities. Love it. More opportunities. I'll send you 4 of the best Tuesday power plays right in your inbox. Twice as many profit opportunities every week as the original program had. If you join today, you get a discount. And especially if you join the next 30 minutes, they put a clock on this. Anytime I do this, they go, it's a chicken, fish, or steak moment. Don't pay anything near to 9997. Conviction students access for 1997. If I said that wasn't good enough, since I'm live, let's make a real incredible deal. What do you say we make a real incredible deal tonight? Everybody for that? I already got a built-in scholarship for those that join tonight. If you join the next 30 minutes, you get an additional 50% off. You're getting the deal of a lifetime. New trades are posted. Go in there, check it out for this week. Or you can call 904-706-3532. Find out what the first trades are going to be. We'll talk about it in our flash meeting. Join in the next 30 minutes for 50% off retail. And those that take action are going to get a special, special opportunity. Be that person. 144 weeks of Tuesday power plays if you join tonight. So we're cutting the price, the deal, but you got to do it in 30 minutes. And we're doubling the time. Exclusive service. Nobody's got it except us. Then we take the deal off the table once the spots are taken. Grab it now while it's moving, join the next 30 minutes and take the 2 years. That's right. Hey, here's a beautiful thing. Trade with me for 2 weeks and see how good it is. How's that for fairness? 2 weeks. You don't like what I do or how I do it or how I deliver it, and hey, we'll give you your money back. Can't beat that. Learn how to go through it. We'll do that with you to make sure you got it down. Kick it off next week. They're IRA friendly. All types of trades, any broker here will work. The new Tuesday power play. Here's the beautiful part. Real-time indicator. I'll show you how it works. You can watch it. You're not missing out on big moves because of it. Take a look at Goosehead Insurance. Look at that stock. Typical technicians are losing because they don't understand. Everybody's got that. It's not going to work. You got to have something different. I got it. I got that different edge. People using this. I met him one time. Old Bollinger, he doesn't even trade. We didn't at the time. Average true range. We take that into effect. Volatility spikes. We go real time. See what's happening. Get in old Goosehead, and here we go. Out on Friday. 108% on Goosehead. That's pretty good. Put 5 in, you take 10 out. I'll do that every day of the week. DTItrader.com/power. Join in the next 30 minutes for 50% off. You got 2 choices you can make. Stay on the sidelines. You forget everything I said. Go do whatever you're going to do, but you're not going to make the kind of money you need to make during this kind of market. You know, there's a time to play and there's a time to watch. Now it's the time to play. Take action, get on board, learn one of the best techniques I've developed in my 40 years in the power game. Look at these whoppers. Not unusual if you know what you're doing. Have the time of your life doing whatever you want to do because you got the money coming in because you work smart. Doors open. Learn how to do this. Once you join, put the date down on your calendar. Remember that day you took action tonight. Remember this date. It's important. Join the next 30 minutes for that 50% off. Special announcement. Total double the number of opportunities every Tuesday. You get 2, you get 4. Right there, twice the value, half the cost. Get the stock criteria, the option criteria. You can play it any way you want to. Everything you need. They'll be in your email, right to your cell phone every week, just like the top entry was sent out today. And special, you join me, I'm giving you top Tuesday power play entry for free. The power play stock is NVIDIA. You heard me talk about it. I bought some more of it tonight. I think it'll be higher once it gets above 175. Happy trails. It's also got a sidekick if you like the dividend side of it, NVDW. That's another one right there inside the Pivia, the NVIDIA family. Matter of fact, it's up $1 today. Now, how much you need to count today? About $2,000. About 2,000. Average cost of the options are about only $374. The criteria when to get in, when to get out are there. We post a trade. You'll learn how to navigate. Just go to dtitrader.com/power. Be a power trader. Look at that, Mara, 3,100 on a 10 line. Way to go, John B. Look what Edwin did, $2,100. Paid enough for 5 subscriptions. 12,000 on Mara. Gotta love it. Kevin, he's here tonight. He's up 1,000 when the market went down. He likes my style. There it is. Tuesday power plays, next 30 minutes. IRA friendly. Any broker will do. There's Apple, 80% option back when it was in a bull. AMD, 109. I think it would be 200 from here if AMD goes over 161. MAR, 120%. Wow. 30-minute clock is ticking. Go to dtitrader.com/power. Let me answer some questions. All right, here it is. I talked at the very beginning about SPX, didn't I? Y'all remember me talking about that? Next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm going to show you next week. I'm making a strong argument to be there with me in the power program. 3 days at 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'll show you how to take anywhere from $300 to $500 and trade it. How about that? On the SPX, write this down. I was totally against the SPX until I decided to return to a simple buy call, buy put. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I told you I had a big bonus for everybody to join. Told you it's a big bonus. Next week. Call 904-706-3532. Folks, you realize how much it's worth to trade live next week? Plus, you're under that 14-day trial period. I can't make it any simpler to make it a no-brainer. Who likes to make money? That's what we're trying to do, right? Well, let me tell you what I'm going to show you next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Guess what will happen? Your eyes will be open. Mine were open. I totally changed my mind about long or playing the SPX. I got a trade now. Woo! And if Fred's here, I give him credit. He challenged me to do it, and I did it. 10 o'clock, Jim, 10 o'clock on Tuesday, 10 o'clock on Wednesday, and 10 o'clock on Thursday. There's Fred. I called him today, didn't I, Fred? I told him he couldn't make the trade today, but I called him in Easter time. I talked to him. I said, Fred, I got it. I thought you ought to make some money off of it as I developed it. And that trade, Fred, went from $5 to $11.40. $5 to $11.40. Do the math on that one. Power, knocking on your door. Get on board, get your invitation. Yep. It's big. And you know what the nice thing is? The fine wrist. Simple. Yeah, the trades for power set up under the premise. I'm going to give you the stock, and then I'm going to tell you where to trigger long. You got choices: straight call spreads, and credit put spreads on the bullish ones. Very simple stuff. Look what Jim said. Jim, are you excited about this extra bonus I'm doing? I worked out the parameters. You're going to love it, love it, love it. I promise you're going to love it. All you got to do is show up 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. We can remember that, can't we? Remember, tonight you get 2 years of the power play for $9.97. I don't know about you. I wish, hey, honestly, if the market was open right now, I'd show you how it works. The signals are very strong. Now, I got to tell you, you don't stay with that SPX very long. But that doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, you got 3 different choices. You got the stock, you know where to buy the stock, Gwendolyn. You got an option, simple option play, you know where to buy that. And then you got a spread, you know how to do that one. Yes, the 30-minute clock is the only criteria tonight that we're taking these orders at these discounted rates. Yep, that's right. Good question. So who's going to join me now? Who's going to join me now? Tell me you're joining me. It's time to play. One of my students said I had to take my sister to the doctor, still made money. Chuck, both. The ones that I'm going to do in the bonus are strictly buy calls on the SPX. I'm going to show you how the timing works at 10 o'clock in the morning. Or it could be buy puts on that day if it goes down. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to have a lot of fun here in the second half. Let the monkey loose, as Roger just said. Let the monkey loose. Y'all never seen somebody dance like T-Buzz the chimpanzee. He can dance. All right, folks, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll post after 9 o'clock in the Futures First. I will be posting some education there for everybody, okay? You're gonna love it. Just like you did last night. Okay? Thank you. Thanks for coming. Watch Telegram. Here it comes. All right. See y'all on the flip side.